anniversaries. And with all the social media and electronic world that we live in, she would still insist on sending a card. Something that most of us did not know was that Karina was a ballerina and had given solo performances at the line event. And apparently for those solo performances, a young man named Navin used to quietly sleep in. Navin had met Karina for the first time at the Goonearatne Grand Hotel when she was 13 and he was 21 with the cradle snatchers. However, at the age of 21, she got married to Navin, and there was a partnership of 54 years. They had 2 daughters, Niara and Shani, and subsequent additions of sons-in-laws, Vinod and Kisanta, grandkids Liasha, Resharia, and Kiara. Her exceptional qualities, as described by Nalin and Mallika, was her patience, especially with putting up with Navin's dreams and head in the clouds ideas. She never forgot birthdays and anniversaries and was the writer as far as news went. She was updated with any news that was going around. Time was not a problem when she was on the phone, as most of us know. She would just go on talking and talking, and it was mostly a mono dialogue, because you can leave the phone and come back in a minute and she would be still going on. And with her famous phrase that she used to use, "This is the thing." And she kept saying, "This is the thing," so you don't know whether she agreed with you or whether she had something else in mind. But "this is the thing" was always a phrase that she used. There have been many kind of nice memories of her posted by her friends in Australia who remembered her from her youth, where she lived at Garber Street. And she's described as tall, slim, graceful, smiling, and very beautiful. And there's another one that says, "Of the wonderful days of youth, growing up in Colombo, she was the epitome of grace, goodness, and all things beautiful." So Karina, goodbye. We're here to say goodbye to you. And may God be with you. Thank you.
Uncle Stefan, calling you uncle today. Very emotional. Okay, so we have about 10 to 15 minutes, but I'm just going to take 5 minutes of your time. These are some of the thoughts that came out of my heart this morning, and then I just put it down. So officially, good afternoon to everyone, and thanks for coming here, being with us. We are here with a heavy heart, but also with deep gratitude to remember and honor a truly special person. It's my mother-in-law, Auntie Karina, who lived a full and meaningful life for 75 years. To speak about Auntie Karina is to speak about kindness and love. She was gentle by nature, soft in her ways, deeply caring towards anyone around her. She was the kind of person who never needed to raise her voice, never. Hands up if anyone got that now. So her goodness spoke for itself. She was a devoted wife to Uncle Mummy, whom she cared with great love and concern. Even in her own quiet moments, her thoughts were always about his well-being. Even we know it's the last thoughts also that it's about his well-being. That sense of responsibility and love defined who she was. She was a loving mother to the two daughters, to both of us, Kishant and me. Grandmother to her two or three favorite people in this world, who she was very closely attached to. Her love for them was unconditional, and those values will live through them. They have those attributes. They will continue those. Auntie Karina came from a very close-knit family of 4, 2 brothers, sister, and those family values are coming through to us. And we thank for that. She was a proud bishopian, a lot of bishopians here. And truly one of the finest examples of that meant being a bishopian. She was known as a model student, disciplined, neatly dressed, respectful, a prefect, and everyone saying never reprimanded by his teachers. So a fine example. For the generations of the bishopians in this family, I think it's the 5th or 6th generation going forward, she is like the pillar, a quiet standard of the grace, discipline and dignity which my kids need to follow through. Her friendships were long, lifelong and deep. Even today her friends remember as one of the people, as Uncle Stefan said, never forgets the birthdays. Make sure that she gets the cards, gets a pin even for us. I think even for our own birthday she got a card and all that. But she makes sure that everything goes smoothly from start to end and everyone gets food and all that. She was the organizer, connector, and made sure that no one is left out. Whether it was friends here or even abroad, she connected them. And now in our home, every morning we get the call, 8 o'clock. That's our standard wake-up call, and she keeps on talking, as Stefan said. You can keep the phone and carry on still conversation. And I tell Shameen, are you up? But still the message keeps on coming with a very kind heart. So we remember her of those stories, the reminders, the love. So that's how our day started, and the day ends also like that. Or with another phone call, and it's a pleasant day. Also, she loved animals, especially dogs. There are generations of dogs in the house, maybe 10 or 12. So the love for those dogs makes sure that keeps them food. Doesn't go on a trip if there's no one to take care of the dog. So it's like that. So she's so attached. So I'm not going to tell those names because they're about 10 or 12 down the line, which we should look after. And there were times that she didn't come on the trips because the dog was not looked after. So we had to think of going back halfway that attached. She was also a wonderful cook. How I met Shalini when I went to her place. All those lovely desserts, the food that really brought the son-in-laws into the home. So the legacy of that warmth and generosity lives on, and we hope it will continue through the next generations that come. She was sentimental, respectful of the memories, cherished everything. She kept neatly things with her. So that was the only thing I see, positive and negative, because when you keep things, you don't let go things also. So that was the only thing I can see as a good and bad, but she's attached to that in a good way. And she valued all her friendships with everyone, so many contacts. She has a phone book that's like the Bible with all the numbers. Anytime she can call anyone, so we had to safeguard that contact numbers. So she was a model life story of about kindness, goodness, you name it, that was all in her heart. She always remembered to help the elders, guided the young, religious leaders, and also with her family and with the friends. He kept very close contact with everyone. And all that was done expecting nothing in return. So that's a very good thing to know. So through these actions, she collected a lot of merit as Buddhist Christians and human beings. We believe that a life with this compassion does not end. It continues to a better place, what she has collected, all those merits. So we should be mindful of that. She's going to a better place. And you can call her like she was an angel among this family. I mean, no one can call her anything else, but she was an angel being. And now she has moved to a better place, a heavenly status. So on behalf of our family, our extended family here and overseas everywhere, thank you for your presence, your prayers, your messages, and your support during these difficult times. Auntie Karina lived 75 years of a good human life, which we should cherish forever. That is the legacy that we will be proud of in this family. May her journey be peaceful and her merit guide her forward. And let us have a little bit of gentleness with us. Let us remember that. Thank you.
Excellent pediatrics center.
Yes. Hi, darling. Happiness.
Friends, please note the Malabata will be at respect. So if you can go over there and partake, that's what the family wants. A banner will be held on the 7th at 8 p.m. at the Sama residence of Nami.
Excuse me. क्या बोला जाना इससे फोन नंबर मेरे बता लगा फोन नंबर बता देश प्रदेश
All the dinosaurs, all the dinosaurs.